0.01%의 세계 부자들이 만나고 싶어하는 인물 1위. 미국의 대통령들도 듣는다는 이 남자의 강의. 세계적인 동기부여 전문가이자 작가, 심리학자인 토니 로빈스. 머니, 흔들리지 않는 돈의 법칙, 최근 거인의 생각법까지. 국내에도 정식 출간된 여러 도서를 포함하여 넷플릭스에서도 그의 다큐멘터리를 제작할 정도인데요. 올해 신간인 거인의 생각법에서 하루 10분이면 성공의 길에 들어서는 인생을 만들 수 있다며 5천만원짜리의 50시간 강의를 3가지로 요약해서 말합니다.
There's like 3 decisions that control people's entire lives. They're happening right now as people are listening, and they can test in their own mind if it's true, right? Most decisions are made unconsciously. And like 48% of what we do, depending on which doctor you read, is about habit. What's great about habit is you don't have to think. What's bad about habit is you don't change, right? And so most people make these decisions unconsciously. But what are they? One, you decide every moment of your life, you're making a decision consciously or unconsciously what to focus on. So if you focus on the worst scenario, of course, you're going to feel sick to your stomach, right? And then you find out it's not true and you're fine, right? Focus equals feeling. But there's patterns of focus. So if I asked your audience right now, or all you guys, what do you think most people focus on more? What they have or what's missing?
The latter.
What's missing. And including super achievers. Like some of the biggest achievers are always focusing on what's missing because they're always trying to get to the next level. So what happens? As a result, when you're always focused on what's missing, you cannot sustain happiness. It has nothing to do with how intelligent you are. Just look at what's missing so you never feel fulfilled or alive, right? And so you keep being on the hamster wheel trying to do more and it's never enough. That's what people end up being pushing and pushing and pushing, and you see them burn out, you have everything and they're miserable. Second pattern. Do you think most people focus on what they can or can't control? Can't is most people. Now, in my events, when I ask this to 15,000 people, most people focus on what they can control. That's why they're there, right? They came to take control of their body, their mind, or their business, or whatever, right? But for the average population, and during COVID, there's so much you can't control. It's easy to be focused on what you can't control, right? So what do you think happens to somebody who's constantly focusing on what's missing and constantly focusing on what they can't control? They're going to be pissed or angry, overwhelmed, or stressed or depressed. Then add the third one. And what do you think most people spend their time more? The past, the present, or the future?
Future.
Most achievers focus on the future. You are correct. Most people who are unhappy and frustrated, which unfortunately is the majority of humans, most people are not happy and thrilled and have a great body and a great relationship. We all can, but very few people do because they're focused on the past. And usually they can't change it. Or they focus on a future that they're concerned about. And either way, they're stressed. So I ask people, I got 20,000 people in a stadium, and I say, how many of you know somebody who takes antidepressants and they're still depressed? And 85% of the hands go up. Why is that? Well, on the side, it says create suicidal thoughts. That's a clue, right? But it numbs you, right? That's what it does. It doesn't change the source of the problem, which is you're constantly focusing on what you can't control, what's missing, perhaps the past, just as 3 examples. But the point is, when you change those decisions, like the first decision is focus, then the second decision is, what does it mean? The minute you focus on something, you got to, what does it mean? So you wake up and feel like shit, what does it mean? Well, I effed up last night, or it's the end of the world, or it doesn't matter. Meaning creates your life. But my point is, like, if you think, God is punishing you, that's why this is happening, which some people do, or God is challenging me, or is this a gift from God, this problem? Or has it got nothing to do with God? I'm just a lazy bitch, I'm not doing anything, right? Or is somebody dissing me? Or a relationship, is it the end or the beginning? You think it's the end of a relationship, you behave very differently than the beginning of a relationship. So the meanings we select change how you feel instantly. But if you change these 3 patterns, what you focus on, what things mean, finding empowering meaning, and then what you do is controlled by how you. So those 3 patterns literally control your life. Most people, those patterns are unconscious, so they keep experiencing life the same. The first thing they should do is change their physiology. Because before you try to take care of your mind, you take care of your body.
이 영상을 만난 것만으로도 여러분은 이미 5천만 원은 번 것이라 다름없습니다. 이제 여러분의 차례입니다. 오늘 당신이 하고 있는 일이 내일 되고자 하는 곳에 더 가까이 가기 위한 것인지 스스로에게 물어보십시오. 행동하십시오. 바뀌지 않는 인생은 없습니다.